This video is brought to you by WPForms. In this video, you'll learn how to create an online order form for your WordPress website. And this is a great thing to have on your site if you're not quite ready to jump into full e-commerce store on your site, but you want to offer something like home delivery or curbside pickup. An online order form for your website is a great thing to add to your site. And this is super easy for small businesses like a restaurant or a coffee shop to add an online order form for your site. So with all of that, let's dive in. The first thing you want to do is we're going to set this up using a simple contact form called WPForms. WPForms is simply the easiest to use contact form plugin for WordPress. With WPForms, there are tons of templates that you can choose from so you can get started even quicker. You can also add payment systems to your online form so you can receive payment as well. So the first thing you want to do is head over to WPForms.com, go /WP beginner, and that way you can get the best discount on WP Forms. Once you go to WP Forms and create your account, you'll want to download the plugin from there and then head back over to your dashboard so we can install the plugin. From the dashboard, you'll want to go to Plugins, Add New, and instead of searching for a plugin, we're going to upload the plugin. And now you need to choose file because you want to go and find the file that you just downloaded. Once you find it, you can then install now and then stick around to also activate the plugin as well. Great. Once it's activated, you have this new area over here called WP Forms. Let's go to our settings area so we can add our license key to make sure everything is unlocked and we're getting the most recent updates from it. So under license key, I will paste it, and I got it from my WP Forms account, and then you can verify the key and then you'll get this pop-up that says everything's good to go. Now we can start creating the online order form. To do that, let's go over here to Add New under WP Forms. And what's great about it is they already have some templates that you can start working off of. For this one, we're going to do the billing order form template. So let's go ahead and create that. And it'll bring in, and you see it's great. It will remind you to bring in a payments tab or to configure the payment so we can get paid for these order form. So now you just want to set it up and make some changes. We'll give it a title, come back over to fields. And from here, you just want to make whatever adjustments that you want. You can add or remove anything. For instance, say this is just an order for pickup. We don't need to get their address, so I'm going to remove that. And you could add any of these items over here if you want. Now see, we have these available items. So these are the items that you want to sell. So we can click on this and then make the changes. And so you'll want to just keep adding items that you're selling for your site by adding either multiple items or even a single item and the price of the single item. So keep doing that for all of them. You can even add images if you would prefer to add images. For instance, I've clicked on the snacks, and under the choices, you can choose to use image icons. So if you have a lot of images of your food or products, then you can use images instead to make it even more visually appealing to your customers. Once you set up all of these, then you can also choose to remove or keep, say, the comment or message. If you keep it, if you don't want it required, then you can click on it and uncheck the required area. So now it gives them an opportunity to tell you order information, but it's not required if they don't have anything. So once you go through the actual form, you want to go ahead and save it once you're finished with all that. And then the next thing we want to handle is let's go over to our settings area so we can deal with the confirmation. So the confirmation is what they'll see once they submit it. And right now the confirmation just says, thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. You can say, thanks for ordering with us. We'll be in touch with you shortly, or look for an email from us or something like that, that you can change this up so that they know that you've got their email, that you got their order and you're working on it. The other thing you want to do is go ahead and set up a notification. So even though they'll get a confirmation once they order, you also want to set this up where notifications go out. Say somebody in the office needs to get an email, but also the order fulfiller needs to get an email. You can do that here. So you can send multiple email addresses. And the default for this is the admin person, or so the person where the admin email is on the website, that is in by default. But if nobody is needing that, you can remove that and hard code, meaning put in your email address. And if you need to add multiple people, like I said, do a comma and then add the next person's email, and then everybody will get that email. And then you can choose what to say in the email subject, as well as the from name. So you want to put that in, maybe your business, as well as the from email. Who is this coming from? Maybe put that in from your business as well. It just defaults to the admin email. And then down in the message, you can choose what all fields you want in the email message, and you can hide or show the smart tags. And if you don't want all the fields, then you can go in here and pick the fields that you want. But by default, all fields will be in the email as well. And then if you wanted to, you could add a new notification that will send to the person your customer who ordered it, thanking them and just telling them that you're working on their order. So you could do that. And with that one, so you would want to send that to the email from the form. Go ahead and send that to them. Send them, put the subject line, put it from and everything, and then add something in the message like you're working on the order, and you'll call them or text them or whatever it is that you've decided to do to let them know that their order is ready. So once you've done all the notifications, we can click save. And now we're ready to add payment because we need to get paid. What you want to do is go down to payments, and you see that there are two options available. We're going to have to go in and actually install and activate them. So they've done a great job of just doing it from here. So let's go ahead and say, yeah, install our PayPal standard add-on. If you're using PayPal, then you can use that. If you're using Stripe, then you can use that. Those are the two main payment methods that are available with WPForms. So once you get those, you don't have to do both of them, do either. But if you have both, you can choose both as well. So just go through here and do enable standard payment, add your PayPal email address here, and make sure it's in production. Once you have all the payments set up, then you can save changes, and now we need to put it on the website. So once we've saved everything, let's go ahead and exit out of here, and we're going to go to our pages. And if you already have a page for this, you can edit the page. I don't have one, so I'm going to say order form. And down here, you can either click on the plus block and search for WPForms. You can also do / and start typing in WPForms. That'll bring that in. You'll see this come in, and then one more thing you need to do is make sure you select the form that we want to show on this page, and then it'll bring that all in here. And then you could even add information, instructions at the top here, something to let them know what they can do. Once you have all that set up, go ahead and click publish, and then we can see it on our site. Real quick order form. And then what's cool about it is even though you've set up the notifications, if something happens and you're not seeing the emails or you're afraid that you're not getting them, you can go into the WPForms entries area and you can see all of the entries for your form. And that's a super simple way to create an online order form for your WordPress website. And thanks for watching.